It's a rainy, cozy morning, and I'm in my cozy pink robe and fuzzy jammies. And I want to really, from this very vulnerable place, share the expression of how to perform an energy exfoliation. And this is with specific regard to really aligning with your vision to manifest itself. One of the biggest transformations I had, revelations that I had, was when my coach showed me that I was calling in these goals, and I was speaking out that I wanted to be free. I wanted to live in my passion, in my purpose, experiencing pure pleasure and prosperity. And that, that was the vision I had. So every goal that I had was aligning with this vision. However, the only reason why it wasn't my experience was because I actually had a block to it. So I intellectually thought that, okay, these are the things that I associate. So for me, I wanted just full expansion, right? Expansion, and that to me is success. Abundance, just fully expansive life, no limits. And I thought that my association with expansion and abundance was living my passion, my purpose, and pure pleasure and prosperity. But here was the thing. I had these underlying, unconscious commitments. My true association with freedom was actually bad. So of course I wasn't going to call it in. So that's the key into really aligning your vision to manifest itself, is to ask, well, if I'm calling in freedom, is my energy completely clean and clear? And do I believe I am completely worthy of receiving freedom? If it dropped into my reality tomorrow, would I be ready for it? Then you go, oh, wow, if it actually showed up tomorrow in the forms that I'm thinking of it, let's say it was, a certain amount of money, world travel, a certain, maybe a business opening, a beautiful epic romance, and it dropped into your reality right now, would you be completely open and ready and willing in your body to receive that? And so you got to ask yourself that, and then see what your body feels like. Again, intellectually, you might say, absolutely, I'll take the money, I'll take that, I'll take the loving relationship. But then you got to go inside your body and say, what are my body sensations? So for me, when I started to see that I was calling in this freedom, and then when I played that cosmic game on myself of okay, well, if it dropped in here tomorrow in the form of all these things I'm calling in, I started to notice that my stomach was flipping. And I was like, wow, I'm actually feeling a lot of anxiety. What's that about? So what is really there for me to pull out into my consciousness so I can clean and clear that energy so I can really align with what I'm calling in? So I'm going to take you through a very vulnerable energy exfoliation that I did when I started to see that I had these associations from an unconscious commitment to believing that if I seek pleasure, I'm a heathen and I will be abandoned, judged, shamed, and banished to the devil. I associated, it in this very unconscious way. I picked up this belief when I was a little kid that freedom equals danger, because again, I had this unconscious commitment that if I am free, it will all be taken from me because it's a sin. I associated expansion with being seen, So expansion is being seen as all that I am. Okay, that's what it means to me. But again, the underlying unconscious commitment was this tremendous fear that if I am fully expansive and spread my wings and be all that I am, that people will hate me and abandon me and judge me, because if I show who I truly am, then that's self-centered and egotistical, and again, then it's I'm a heathen. So now I get to exfoliate that energy, right? The first step is just looking at it, just noticing, isn't that interesting? I took on this belief, and look at all of my behaviors that have run my life since then. I had better hide. I clipped my wings, sabotaged my success, and literally deny all pleasure right before receiving it by flooding myself with the physical sensation of nausea and feelings of tremendous paralyzing guilt, and spinning thoughts all the time, thoughts of scarcity, like, oh, my money's running out, and thoughts of struggle, like, oh, making money is really hard, and if I don't shine my light, then I won't be judged as egotistical or selfish, and then I will be safe. I will not be banished to the devil as a heathen and a sinner. So, wow. Finally see it. Now I can go and clean and clear the energy around this. So I get to exfoliate the negative associations that I will be judged, abandoned, and banished to hell as a heathen, and that my freedom will all be taken away. Right? I get to exfoliate this darker energy that I've been carrying of guilt, that if I'm in the light, I'm somehow unsafe. If I'm in the light and free and expansive, I'm unsafe. And now I see that that's an old story. So the next layer here, so we're peeling back the layers. We're exfoliating the layers, and we're getting down to the stress node, which for me was locked in my belly, locked as anxiety in my belly, in my solar chakra, which is where I birth creation, or sacral chakra is where I birth creation, but solar chakra is where I have the creative downloads. And now I get to be with that pain. Most of us want to run at this point. In this step, it's like, I'm going to get distracted. I'm going to get busy. I'm going to have some wine. I'm going to numb out. I'm going to focus on other people's problems instead of being with the pain. But actually being with the pain is the best step. This is the most fun step, because this is where you get to give yourself some compassion. So just breathing in. Oh, sweet little Diane. I love you so much. And I understand now where all this is coming from. And first of all, I want to thank you for letting me know that's how you feel, that you're so scared. And I'm so grateful even to the universe for this pain and resistance showing up, because I know that on the other side is some of my greatest healing, and that I will be able to manifest my vision. So I'm excited about this. Now it's time to get curious. The second we shift the energy from all this shame, all this fear into curiosity, we start to heal. Physiologically, we start to heal that stress node and literally transmute the darker energy of fear into the lighter energy of creation, of expansion, of curiosity. So now we're going to play this fun curiosity game. So I get to play this little game with my 3-year-old. Say, what do you need to know right now in order to feel safe in the light? What feels true right now? So just asking questions. What would feel true right now? What would you need to know to feel supported, to feel safe? What can I believe right now that does feel really good and serves me in my greatest good, aligning with my vision for what I want? Just ask the question. I don't have to know the answers, but just simply asking the questions is healing me. And then I breathe. and wait. And, I've sat with this, and over time, I started to develop some new beliefs. So first it was just, whoa, actually, what feels good right now is that I'm excited about all the possible new thoughts and feelings and beliefs that I get to embody that support me in moving through to the next level of receiving my freedom and expansion. Tiniest little step, right? I couldn't believe more than that. I had to break it down. Like, what feels true in my body right now? Well, I am excited about possible new thoughts that serve me. I don't even know what those thoughts are yet, but I'm excited about possible new ones. I just said I'm excited about the resistance that's shown up. So can I be excited that this resistance is showing up because it's a sign that growth is happening? Yeah, that feels light. That feels good. That feels true. Littlest things. I'm so grateful that I'm noticing this negative association, because now I get to see all the possibilities to clean and clear it. Go me. Yeah, that feels good. See, as I'm going through this, I'm starting to lift. As I've exfoliated the darker, and I'm starting to now see and heal, right? So it's just this healing part. I've exposed the new skin, and I'm literally like nourishing that new skin to grow stronger. And I sat with it some more. I continued to be open to just, what are the possibilities? What are the possible new thoughts? And within weeks, because I was setting that intention and asking those questions and being open to receiving answers, I read a great article on, compelling truth from the Bible. And I saw, oh my gosh, wow. The truth is that I was so small when I took on these beliefs. And I could so clearly see now how my little 4-year-old girl has been running my life, and she just did the best she could to understand something really complex from all the adults around her and the messaging she got. But she got it all mixed up. Aw, so I get to give more compassion, sweetie. And the universe handed me this beautiful article, and I read it, and I go, wow, the truth is that God created all people with the ability to enjoy life and its pleasures. Yes, that's so simple. That feels so true to me. That makes so much sense. Of course that's true. The truth is that we were all created in God's light. And so to seek pleasure is to find our greatest pleasure in God himself. Like, whoa, okay, so what is true is that my complete devotion to serving the universe is pure ecstasy. And in that delight, the universe provides all the pleasure I seek. Like, that is my cosmic purpose. It is so pure. It is so pure. To do anything less than that would be a sin. That feels really true to me. So I sat with that, and I was like, whoa, that feels so true. Interesting. So like when I'm seeking pleasure, I don't have to feel guilty. In the light, I am safe. When I am seen for who I really am and what I really stand for, I stand with my guardian angels who are here to support me and guide me, because they want me, the universe wants me to carry out my passion, my purpose. God is holding me in the palm of his hand. That feels really safe. How can I be a bad person, right? For serving in my greatest good. How can I be a bad person for receiving pleasure when it keeps me nourished and clean and clear and full of energy to serve for the greatest good of all? Like, I would never want my daughter to cut herself off from pleasure. And I can also now so clearly see how amazing it is when I witness other people experiencing pleasure. It's why I coach. I want people to experience pure pleasure and operate in a state of peak existence. So I now see that I have to go first. I have to go first as a leader and open myself up to receive it all, to fully expand and experience all the pleasure, to operate myself at a state of peak existence so that I can give others permission to do the same. Whew. So when I fill myself up with love and pleasure and bliss, then I'm overflowing. I am literally overflowing for others and give so unconditionally and effortlessly all my love. And that's freedom. And now I associate freedom with pleasure, and pleasure with living my passion and purpose and serving at my greatest good for all, and knowing that it's all, boom, like it just all aligns. And now I'm clean and clear. When I go back to look at my vision, I'm not just speaking it out and having this internal disconnect and this fear and this resistance against freedom. I'm now clean and clear to say, yes, that is exactly what I want. I see exactly why I want it. I know that it is in the highest, greatest good of all whom I serve, including me, and I'm okay. And so the last step is like, all right, now I see my number one priority is to feel awesome in every moment. This gets to be fun and easy. Like, that is so fun and easy. So what am I going to do? I'm going to play a fun game of pleasure hunting, not treasure hunting. I'm going to play a fun game of pleasure hunting every day. What are all the ways that I can experience pure pleasure today? And that's the question I wake up with in the morning. So I was able to lean in and clear and clean and cleanse and shift to receive the next level of good. And that is an energy exfoliation. So much love. Hope this was helpful. Mwah.